almost every anime fan has an anime that they're emotionally connected to. Whether it was something that reminded them of their childhood, which was great, or if they had a bad childhood and that anime helped them escape thinking about it, how that anime made them feel, what it inspired in them. Everybody has an anime that they're emotionally connected to. It has nothing to do with if it's good or not. It's just how that anime made them feel. That's what we're going to talk about today. The anime that I, Benny, am emotionally connected to. All right, first one. Oh no, is it a glare? Is it a glare? Samurai Piece of Cats. This is the anime that I'm emotionally connected to because it is one of the two anime that I've first seen ever. So I remember I got sick one day. I was in elementary school, and my parents worked a lot when I was growing up, so they never took off work when we got sick when we was of like a certain age. Man, I had to be like 8, 8 or 9 or something, and I got sick. I had to stay home from school. They trust me. They know I won't do nothing to kill myself or put myself in danger while they not there. And so I'm taking care of myself and everything. They left me a note of what to make, how to make it, stuff like that. Man, I'm watching all types of stuff on TV because normally I'm in school during these hours. So I'm watching like all like talk shows like Ricky Lake and Jenny Jones, and I think the lady name was like Sally Raphael or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, and then only thing cartoon wise, only thing else was on was like Nick Jr. shows. So like Franklin, Lil Bear, stuff like that. And I wasn't Blues Clues. I wasn't watching none of that. So I remember like it was yesterday, 2 p.m. hit, and I just happened to put it on channel 11 in St. Louis, and I just seen Samurai Piece of Cats, and I don't know, I wasn't like impressed, but it gave me like this feeling of comfort. It's kind of hard for me to explain. It just felt, I don't know. I just felt at ease watching it. You know what I'm saying? And it was just I like the way they were drawn, and the the intro music was like super annoying but catchy at the same time. It was just a real cool anime that at the time I didn't even know it was an anime because I didn't even know what anime was. I didn't even know anime existed. But I just knew what I was watching was different from the cartoons that I grew up on. So like Rugrats and X-Men, the animated series, stuff like that. And I don't know, Samurai Piece of Cats just kind of started all this. So the reason why I'm here making this video right now, the reason why I'm into anime is because of Samurai Piece of Cats, and that's why I'm emotionally connected to it. All right, so this next one, I don't think it's an anime, but it's so big in Japan that I just want to show it some love, and it's my favorite video game ever. So Mega Man. Mega Man, the animated series. Um, I don't think it's anime because I think this was made in the States. But since we here, just in case it might be anime, I just want to show it some love regardless. So this is the second one. So it was Samurai Piece of Cats, and then it was Mega Man. I remember waking up in the morning, getting ready to like go to school and walk out to like the bus stop. And you had your little mini cartoon lineup as you getting dressed, and sometimes you be taking too long to get dressed and miss the bus because you watching some stuff. So I'll be watching like Beast Wars and Mega Man. Mega Man used to come on first, and I just grew up loving Mega Man. Man, I've beaten all the Mega Man games. Well, the main ones. So like 1 through 9. I know there's 10 and 11 I still got to do. I actually got 11 on my Nintendo Switch, which I never played. But I've been meaning, give me about a day or two and I can beat it. But I just remember watching this every morning, eating Pop Tarts, getting ready to go to walk out to the bus stop and wait for the bus and everything. And like it was just a part of the routine, man. And Mega Man is huge over in Japan. And I know there's another Mega Man series that I think technically qualifies as an anime. They call it, well, of course over there they call him Rockman. So I think that's the name of the animated version too. It's another one. This one he's like kind of like teenager-ish, grown. The other one that's just called Rockman, he a boy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to check on that. But yeah, Mega Man definitely one of those that I'm emotionally connected to. I just vividly just remember getting ready for school. Oh, you knew this one was coming. You knew this one was coming. You knew it was coming. Dragon Ball Z. Mainly Dragon Ball Z. So same thing, man. I was just up one morning. It was a Sunday, and I remember just again Channel 11. It's the plug in St. Louis back then, and I turned it to Channel 11. It's early. It had to be like 6:30, maybe 7 a.m. I turned it to Channel 11, and I see these two people fighting with this dialogue that I never really saw. It kind of reminded me of like X-Men the animated series dialogue, but it was just, I don't know, just something different. And it was just one of those things that when I saw it, I just knew I had to watch it. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know nobody's names. No one done nothing cool yet. I just saw a green person, another guy, and another guy that look alike. Raditz, Goku, and Piccolo. And I just knew that I need to watch this. I don't know what's going to happen over the next like 15 and 20 minutes, but I know I need to be watching this. And I ended up being right because after that episode was over, I was just like, yo, like, where has this been and how have I not seen this? And again, I don't know what's going on with the story. I don't know the characters' names. I don't know what nothing. I'm just completely clueless. But I did not care. I went to school the next day and I'm just asking all my classmates like, yo, like, did you see this show on Channel 11? At the time, I don't even think I knew the name yet. And I was just describing what I saw, and then a couple of my classmates did see it, and they was on the same type of time. Like, yo, like, I saw it too. I saw it too. It's called Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, oh, okay. And ever since then, it was a wrap. This is how I know, like, this is how you know that an anime or a cartoon is that deal. Is if in school, you drawing it. Even if you can't draw. Everybody was trying to draw Dragon Ball Z characters. Everybody, even the people who could not draw at all, they was trying to draw Dragon Ball Z. That's all we would sit doing classes, like try to draw Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan. That's all we would do. But it's just Dragon Ball Z is just that. It might be the most influential just anime ever, and I know I give it a hard time. You know, I'm not into Dragon Ball anymore, but I still watch it. That just lets you know that the respect that you have for this, because you grew up on it. It's a lot of people's first anime. It happened to be my third, and I don't care how terrible. Dragon Ball Super is some of the worst anime I ever seen, but I was tuned in every Saturday. I was tuned in. I was locked in. I was watching it because it earned that respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, from Saiyan Saga, Namek, Cell Saga, that's some of the best, like, anime ever. Like, it's up there. You know what I'm saying? Storytelling, the characters, everything. Now, Dragon Ball, I got into Dragon Ball after I got into Dragon Ball Z. It was crazy because I was in shock. I was just like, what? Goku a kid? I was just like, yo, I gotta watch this. And I forgot where I seen it at, but I remember my my mama, she real like religious, you know what I'm saying, into the church and everything. So we celebrate Easter, right? And she used to give me a gift on Easter, with a bunch of candy. Man, she saw that I was watching Dragon Ball Z a lot, like every Sunday, because I used to watch it before we would go to church. And she took note of that, and she ended up giving me a Dragon Ball movie on VHS tape. I forgot the name of it. I got it on Blu-ray. I can't remember the name of it, but she got me that on VHS tape, and that was my first time watching Dragon Ball, thanks to my mom. And I thought that was dope. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's just the kind of influence that it had on me, man. Like just the fights and just every day just being, having a cliffhanger because you don't know what's gonna happen next and stuff like that, man. Like Dragon Ball Z is definitely something I'm emotionally connected to. And next, yeah, buddy, Pokemon, man. Pokemon is interesting. It there was Pokemon came out a time in my life where I was a preteen, so I was about to become a teenager when it blew up in the states. You have these two phases around that age. You got your preteen, and then you got you actually being a teenager. When Pokemon came out, there were two sides. It was a line drawn. On one side, you had the people who were just Pokemon me out. I'm a fanatic. I need my room in Pokemon, my book bag Pokemon, my folders Pokemon. I want the Pokemon cards. I want Pokemon clothes. I want everything. I want the games, everything. Pokemon me out, bruh. And then on the other side, you got Pokemon for babies, Pokemon for little kids, Pokemon, and it was kind of two sides to that side too, because you got the people who really meant that, because they was like, yo, well, if these cool kids don't like it, then I don't like it either. Or you had the other person like, yo, I'm gonna pretend I don't like it in front of the cool kids, but I'm really watching this and really tapped into Pokemon when nobody around. You know what I'm saying? I was on the other side, man. Like I started out like, yo, this is when I first saw it, when I first heard that theme song, I'm hooked. I want to be the very best. No one ever was. Like I'm locked in, and I'm just like, yo, this is dope. And when I mentioned it, some kids kind of like lightweight made fun of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like you watching that? You watching that? And I was just like, nah, man, nah. And I'll try to play it off. So I went from like being a straight up nerd about it to trying to be cool and hide the fact that I was watching Pokemon. Because I'm like, oh man, the girls ain't feeling it. Oh man, I ain't feeling it either, I guess. You know what I'm saying? In front of them. But then when I'm by myself, man, Pokemon me out, bro. But here's the thing, like as a teenager or that preteen stage, like you think you know everything and you want to be super cool. All you worried about is how you look and how cool you are. And of course, I ain't gonna sit here in front like I always been like always known myself and always didn't care what other people think. No, man, I'm human just like anybody else. I was following the crowd. I was following the kids that I thought was cool. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't like Pokemon, then well, I'm gonna pretend I don't like it. But I knew I liked it. But then like one day I was just like, nah, bump that, bro. Once I seen Raichu versus Pikachu, oh, it was a wrap. I'm like, nah, dog. I'm sorry. I'm out in the open with this love, man. I love Pokemon. Hey, whatever. When I got them Game Boy games, it was you couldn't tell me nothing, bro. Like it was over. Like I forgot what system I had at the time. That system was collecting dust. I was on the Game Boy 24/7. All I spent my money on, look, I was broke as a kid, of course. I never really got allowance because I never did no chores. I never do no chores at all. So my parents never pay me unless I do something. But I started getting allowance doing work around the house. All I will buy is booster packs, the Pokemon cards, and batteries for my Game Boy. That's all I spend my money on. I swear. I'm putting batteries in the freezer. Remember, see, I'm showing my age here. Used to put batteries in the freezer, thinking that it'll it'll give them some more juice and stuff like that, man. Like, dog, I was doing everything when I was broke. When I had no batteries, I was sick. I was straight sick. I'm taking batteries out of every remote control in the house. I'm trying to find anything. I was literally like a crackhead for batteries when Pokemon was out. I needed those batteries until I finally got the rechargeable joints. I think I got them from Christmas, or just randomly. I can't remember, but I ended up getting like rechargeable batteries where you can recharge them, and then you good. But yeah, man, like that was Pokemon, man. I just that to grow up in that when Pokemon hit the States and that frenzy, it was just next level, man. And that's why it's crazy, because when Pokemon Go came out, I started seeing a lot of people that I grew up with that was making fun of me for Pokemon when we was younger into Pokemon Go, but they never really was into Pokemon. Like they was like, man, that looks cool, but I want to look cool. You know what I'm saying, to them over here, so I'm not gonna watch it at all. And they really didn't watch it. But then when Pokemon Go came out and they seen how like addicting it is and addicting the world of Pokemon is, I'm like, see, I was trying to tell you when we was like 8, but you wasn't on it. You know what I'm saying? But you know how that go. But yeah, Pokemon is that deal, man. I just love it, especially Brock. Brock is hilarious, dude. Why was Brock so horny? Cause can anybody answer me that? Why was Brock super horny on Pokemon? He was a horny dude. Shout out to Pokemon though. Right. Uh-oh, wait, hold up. Let me get that glare off of it. Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing, man. I credit Gundam Wing as my first official big boy adult anime. It was the first anime that I like finished. I just remember Toonami was just came out, and I was watching everything on Toonami except Sailor Moon. I'm gonna watch Sailor Moon one day. I've never seen it. I'm gonna actually buy it. I want that a part of my collection too because of its influence. But that's a whole other story. I never watched Sailor Moon for some reason. I always skip that. But I remember Gundam Wing coming on, and I had no clue what was going on. The storyline was very complex for a kid my age to comprehend. So of course I'm just into the mecha side of it, the actual action. I had no clue what they were fighting for, what the war was about. Really, even some of the protagonists, I didn't even really understand their deal for real, or their ideals and their philosophy of why this war is going on and everything. And I just remember just falling in love with the pilots, man. Like I just love the different personalities. It's Hero, Wufei, Troa, Catra, um, Duo Maxwell. Underrated character. He's a very underrated character, man. Like super underrated. Doesn't get a lot of love. Well, he does. No, let me take that back. He gets some love, but we don't talk about Duo enough. Duo is my boy. But yeah, I love the pilots. I loved just like again, I still didn't even really know what anime was at that time. So I'm just like, yo, these are different. I know this wasn't made here. This is different from watching Spider-Man. This is different from watching Ninja Turtles. Like this is something special. Now, as I got older and rewatched it, Gundam Wing is terrible. Like it's one of the worst Gundam series, man. Just from a actual like plot points, uh, storytelling, character development is all over the place, and his pacing is terrible. But I don't care. I hold it near dear to my heart because it was the first anime that I finished. It was the first one that was just like, yo, all right, you really here now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I just loved the costumes in that like the costumes in that series too. And I used to just be hypnotized on what I was watching, especially with like the fights. Like when Trey's first fought Wu Fei, man, classic. Trey's Kushirada underrated. We don't give praise Trey's. Hashtag, there we go. Hashtag praise Trey's. We don't praise Trey's enough. That dude, and one can argue that he wasn't wrong. Like, but that's another video. I can make another video about that. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, Trey's was that dude. But yeah, Gundam Wing, classic to me, even though I think it's terrible. But yeah, it's technically like one of my favorite animes ever, just off that emotional connection. Right, next, Gogol 13, the professional. This is an interesting one. So I discovered Gogol 13 through Currency, the rapper. He had this song out called Flying Iron, and he had a video for it. This is when Creative Control, the people when Dame Dash, when he had the art gallery and all that stuff, Creative Control was making all the like dope underground videos. They had the the a scene from the movie Gogol 13 the Professional, and then just clips throughout the whole video. And I'm just thinking like, yo, who's this dude with these guns and this car and these women, and like he was like this more gangster version of James Bond. Like it was just like, yo, like what is this? And I looked down in the comments, someone posted the name Gogol 13 the Professional. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm looking it up. I find it. I watched it on my old laptop I had, like this old PC, and I was hooked. I straight found it. I burnt it. I had to bootleg that, bruh. I bootlegged it. I watched that movie every night for at least 2 months. So it didn't matter what I came home from or what I was doing. I knew at night I'm watching Gogol 13, or Gogol 13 is going to be watching me because I fall asleep to it. I always had that movie playing in the background. And it was just like, I just felt I had to share that with somebody. So my homie Matt, he like my brother. He one of my best friends. He from St. Louis, but he moved up to Pittsburgh, right? He comes down to visit. And I just remember showing him Gundam Wing. He didn't really care for that for real. And I remember showing him Gogol 13. Now, Matt always been into like action movies and stuff like that. So I figured like he'd like some of this stuff because there's action in it. You feel me? And he didn't care about Gundam Wing. But when I showed him Gogol 13, he was just like, yo. Like, I showed him a specific scene that it was super cold. So, he's like, yeah, that's raw, that's raw. And he ended up going back, whatever, after his visit. And that moment I showed him Gogol 13, I put him on the anime. So that's why Gogol 13 is special to me. I got somebody who wasn't in the anime at all hooked to it, because now he went back up to Pittsburgh. He knows way more anime than I do. He's read way more manga than I have. He's seen way more everything. Like, he is a straight fanatic. He is a straight stan like me, but he knows he's way more knowledgeable than I am. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was dope. And he told me that. He's like, bro, this is when you showed me that Gogol 13. I just started looking for all anime, all stuff like it, and then I just fell into that hole. Just started watching everything. So that's why Gogol 13 means a lot to me, man. Like, and of course, like, dude, shooting people in the head, smashing nice women with big titties, like, he's a professional, man. He gets the job done, man. I like his personality. It's just like, yo, I'm here, no nonsense. Let's get this work done. Let's complete the mission. Gogol 13, salute. All right, last but not least, Vash, the Stampede, Trigun. All right, so Trigun is the first anime that I actually paralleled with reality. It was the first anime that I actually understood storyline, that I actually understood motive, that I understood, character development and just the overall story. And Trigun is basically about humanity, and it was the first time where I agree with both the protagonist and antagonist. Like, it was just like, yo, both of them make great points, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it's a hard decision. But it's not really a hard decision because, of course, the antagonist is going to take it to the extreme, you know what I'm saying? Which usually includes death or eradication of some sort. Whereas You know, the protagonist is usually the hero and just wants, like, peace. And Trigun had two different arguments where it was just kind of like, wow. And then the more I kept watching it, I was just like, yo, like, this is real life too. Like, that was the first time I realized, like, yo, like, people actually write from, like, experience and what was going on in the world, and they turn it into this. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways to digest information. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started to realize that, and I was just like, wow, like, I never thought it made me think different. You know what I'm saying? And I credit Trigun for that. Like, my homie Rushi, he the one that put me onto it. He put me on the One Piece too, but for some reason I wasn't into One Piece. I wasn't feeling it at first, so I didn't. I watched a couple episodes and put it to the side. But then he told me about Trigun, and then I watched it. Starts off pretty slow, but then, like, once you get into, like, that episode Diablo and then that episode Rem Savum, it was just like, yo, like, this is real. This is, like, real. This is what humanity is now. Like, the pros and cons of humanity is all in this anime. And that's what I appreciate. And that's what I love about anime, man. Like, it's not just cartoons and animation, man. It's the fact that I'm able to parallel that to reality. The fact that I'm willing to feel something. Like, this is great writing. It takes your imagination to places you never even thought your imagination could go. Like, it shows you, like, the impossible and things like that, man. And then for us to be so, like, well, for me at least, for me to be so, like excited to talk about it, bro. I don't talk about nothing as much as I do anime. Like, if you know me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not good at small talk or anything like that. But if you bring up some anime, I'm gonna talk your ear off. Like, I'm not gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go on forever. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about the community. That's why I be, like, going so hard for people who were bullied for watching it or not bullied for watching it. People who try to be gatekeepers who are like, nah, fam, I ain't having none of that. Like, everybody need to experience this, man. That's the beauty of anime, man. It's something for you in it. Like, you ain't gotta like Trigun. You may not like that, but you may be into Full Metal Alchemist. You may be into Death Note. You know what I'm saying? You may be into Black Lagoon. It's something for you. You know what I'm saying? It's something for everybody, and that's what makes it dope. And then, like, all of us can talk about those things. You know what I'm saying? Even if we disagree and don't, if you like something that I don't like, well, I guarantee you, if you in an anime, there's an anime that we both can like together, and that's what makes it dope. Just the conversations, the experiences, the friendships. You see, you got so many, well, not with the pandemic, but so many conventions going on. Just seeing all these people doing nerd things together and just being cool, and, like, there's no, like, making fun of people and stuff like that. I always welcome people with open arms to the community. I can't speak for everybody else, but I know I do. I don't care if you've only seen 2 anime. You on the right path. You here now, you know what I'm saying? You one of us, you know what I'm saying? That's how we all should be. But yeah, like, Trigun was that one for me, man. Just the characters I just fell in love with. Legato Blue Summers. There's a lot of villain lists I've seen. Like, best villains ever, underrated villains. Legato Blue Summers is one of the most underrated villains ever. I can't even really speak about it because, just in case someone's never seen it, I want you to just see for yourself how insane this dude is and how just evil he is, and make that judgment for yourself. But he's one of the most underrated villains ever. He was better than the main villain. That's the crazy part. But yeah, Trigun's my jam, bruh. Like, I never read the manga, so I'm gonna actually buy the manga and read it, because I heard it's goes way more in depth than the anime. That's usually the case with the manga because they got time to do that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the manga and just have it just for a collection and to read it, man. But yeah, Trigun, definitely something I'm mostly connected to. It wised me up, man. It turned me to a woke boy. But enough about me. What anime are y'all emotionally connected to? Again, it doesn't have to be great. It can be a terrible one. It doesn't matter. It's all about how the anime made you feel. What anime are you emotionally connected to? Let me know down in the comments. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe. I'm out because I'm tired and I'm hungry. I got some sushi in the fridge. Peace.